This informative video is brought to you by UGI.
Hot water is probably one of the most underappreciated things in life. You turn the faucet on, step into your shower, fully expecting a cascade of heated water to flow, comforting both body and soul. However, what if it didn't? What if you run out of hot water halfway through your shower? That's when you discover hot water really is not a luxury. It's a necessity for everyday life. Think about the many ways that you use hot water. Then think about life without it. So if you don't have a natural gas water heater, what are you waiting for? Go with the smart choice, natural gas. In most instances, hot water produced by a natural gas water heater costs less than hot water produced by an electric unit. Natural gas water heaters also have a quicker recovery time, so they heat water twice as fast as electric units of comparable size. That means you can have all the hot water you need at a lower cost. Here's another reason why natural gas is the smart choice for heating water. Many natural gas water heaters have earned the prestigious ENERGY STAR rating, so you know they're energy efficient.
UGI. In 1882, United Gas Improvement Company was formed, and since then has changed its name to UGI. Within 10 years, it had started to acquire other companies, making its presence known in Pennsylvania and northeastern USA. Competition was right around the corner, with other companies trying to get its share of the wealth in America. The natural gas boom had been a regional business, while other companies with huge financing from oil, electric, and especially railroad had come to town to try to squeeze their way into the local economies. At the time, there were no regulations as we know them today, and the effect on the environment would take a heavy toll where groundwater was concerned, since the majority of households had water wells at the time. Nothing could stop the ravaging of the lands, the corporate greed, and in comes the competition. These companies would set up shop on the outskirts of the other companies' lands and start drilling for oil and natural gas. This would ensue a battle that would take general population by surprise and start an all-out battle to acquire as much land as possible, not considering the local population and economy. Pennsylvania became a hot spot for drilling oil and natural gas, and the state and federal government allowed this even when it was on private property and on state and federal protected lands. Greed would be the only thing to drive these companies into the future. UGI had started to have competition in the local regions, and others would vie for the rights of natural resources. These companies, Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania in Canonsburg, PA, Philadelphia Gas Works out of Philadelphia, PA, and Peoples Natural Gas out of Western PA, will contend to acquire as much natural gas as possible and at the lowest price to offer their customers so that their customer base stays intact and isn't swept up by other companies offering better deals. We will take into consideration the abundance of natural gas and its competitive implications deriving from these companies' acquisitions over the last few decades. UGI has made itself a major player with its own drillings and political alliances while buying up smaller companies around them as to not have the competition as the smaller companies have. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia Gas Works, and Peoples Natural Gas will compete for the right to purchase natural gas from whatever resource is available, whether it is in Pennsylvania or somewhere else in the USA. Competition between these companies for the customer base is growing stronger with the deregulation of many utilities and is for every company itself. Cutthroat policies play a huge difference in the atmosphere of corporate competitive strategies when companies' borders are infringed upon to steal customers. How can UGI sustain its competitive capabilities in the modern era, especially when land is dwindling due to population growth while trying to purchase rights to new drilling locations? The Atlantic Sunrise Project, building a pipeline in central Pennsylvania, which will bring natural gas from the Marcellus Shale producing areas in northern PA to the whole East Coast. Determine who controls the natural gas market and who will suffer with price increases for supply. UGI and these other three companies will contend for and possibly make an alliance so that the cost factor will be far less when in need of purchasing the resource. The other natural gas companies may decide to finance drilling sites if they do not already have their own wells and be able to compete for the future sharing of fossil fuels. UGI and its competition have supply chain and strategic leveraging to consider with the possible purchasing of other companies to expand their logistical boundaries while acquiring and retaining new customers. UGI has been here for over 100 years and will continue to be here in the future if they follow their plan correctly. The eastern and central Pennsylvania stronghold will continue to grow as people move further away from the cities and land becomes scarce as building of homes increase. This will increase the use of natural gas by UGI customers. Their key success factors for driving UGI into the future depend on their research and development when it comes to accessing the lands for the drilling of natural gas. New technology has emerged for the lessening of fracking and clean water initiatives. UGI stands to be at the forefront of this new technology in keeping the fracking water from contaminating the ground used by consumers. Green fracking is on its way, replacing the standardized way of extracting natural gas from the earth. It may seem strange to hear the words fracking and environmentally friendly in the same sentence. After all, hydraulic fracking, or fracturing, in which high-pressure chemically treated water is used to crack rock formations or release trapped oils and gas, is a dirty term to many environmentalists. Critics decry the practice for consuming vast amounts of fresh water, creating toxic liquid waste, and adding to the atmosphere's greenhouse gas burden, mostly because of increased risk of leaks of the potent heat-trapping gas methane. Alberta-based energy services firm GasFrac is one of the handful of technology pioneers determined to change that. Hill's company has introduced a new fracking method that uses no water at all. Instead, GasFrac uses a gel made from propane, a hydrocarbon that's already naturally present and underground, and a combination of what it says are relatively benign chemicals, such as magnesium oxide and ferric sulfate, a chemical used in water treatment plants. Using hydrocarbons to produce hydrocarbons, it's a cycle that's more sustainable. This technology can help support UGI's green issues where their customers are concerned. The amount of land that is being used for drilling of natural gas in the state of Pennsylvania is growing, and UGI has the ability to help the environment and keep its customers happy at the same time. This is a major factor when moving into the future with the natural gas industry, and UGI has an advantage. A number of greener fracking technologies already are being implemented, according to industry officials, but no obstacle is economic. One obstacle is economic. The newer, more environmentally friendly technologies generally cost more than the legacy equipment they would replace. Extracting natural gas with water-free fracking, for example, could cost 25% more than conventional fracking, according to David Burnett, a professor of petroleum engineering at Texas A&M University, who heads the school's environmentally friendly drilling systems program. He said that switching fracking equipment from diesel to natural gas is the innovation that's catching on most rapidly, because it provides a clear economic benefit as well as helping to lower carbon emissions. With the rising cost of renting fracking rigs, companies are eager to find improvements that will reduce their costs. Green fracking is the same as with any industry. If you come out with a game-changing technology, you can get in the market first and ride that. Another key factor for UGI's future is held within its own infrastructure and customer base. UGI has made a substantial investment in infrastructure betterment to enhance the integrity of their system. Approximately 85% of UGI's natural gas pipelines are comprised of high-density plastic or coated steel, which are contemporary materials widely used in the natural gas industry. UGI ranks high in Pennsylvania among natural gas utilities for its percentage of contemporary pipe. UGI has made a commitment to replace all remaining cast iron and bare steel mains within 30 years, representing an investment in the range of $1.2 billion. As part of this commitment, UGI will replace all iron main within 14 years. In addition to UGI's infrastructure betterment program, UGI has made substantial investments in leak detection and other equipment, training, and support systems. The company has also enhanced its communication capabilities and is prepared to reach customers through both traditional channels and social media. Infrastructure to UGI will enhance their ability to enter new markets abroad from their own territories they now possess. Keeping an eye on the future is crucial to their success and their ability to survive through good times and not so good times. UGI has been a major player in the natural gas industry for many years, and with the help of new technology, they are positioned to stay strong in the future. And I will explain to you and show you basically the difference in the fracking processes. Okay, there's two different types of processes. First process, basically, they drill in. Here's the water table. This is the land. They pump the water in, and it goes out to the underground level, all the way across. It seeps through the ground to the groundwater that people use for drinking. This is what they do now. That's why the contamination is so high in Pennsylvania, northern Pennsylvania, because of the fracking. The wastewater is actually polluting everything. The new technology, here's the new technology. Ground, water, pipe comes in. This is the water that they forced in through the fracking. Now, they actually have a technology using a gel that comes in and basically does this. It does not seep further than where it's put in. It does not contaminate the groundwater for the people with their homes. That looks more like a cat. But anyway, the thing is, this will not seep. The gel does not seep further into the ground. It just stays there like a balloon to fill up. And that's the difference between the fracking that we know now to the gel replacement that they're doing now and into the near future. This is what's becoming more popular. Yes, it's more expensive, but it'll save all the groundwater that we drink.
United Gas Improvements has been in business for 130 years. UGI has thrived through various business cycles such as the Great Depression, World Wars, and major divestment of assets following the Public Utility Holding Company Act of 1935. Based in Valley Forge and Reading, PA, UGI consists of two divisions, the Gas Service Division and the Electric Service Division. In addition to having two subsidiaries, UGI Penn Natural Gas Incorporated and UGI Central Penn Gas, both of which provide gas service. The Pennsylvania-based company delivers natural gas and electric utilities to consumers as well. UGI offers comfortable, consistent heat, hassle-free. Also, domestic supply low-maintenance equipment and improved air quality. The general environment is one of three dimensions of the analysis. It is the broader society that influences an industry and the firms within it. UGI has been competing with companies such as Exelon, Federal Gas Partners, and Suburban Propane Partners. UGI is more of a household name and has earned that spot with their excellent customer service. Many consumers wonder why they should switch to natural gas and what benefits they receive. Natural gas from UGI is an efficient source of energy that is reliable, easy to use, and easy on the environment. Because it is a homegrown energy, with 97% of the natural gas used in the U.S. coming from this country and Canada, the costs stay low and stable. UGI rapidly expanded their brand when they acquired 20% interest of Antargaz in 2001. They are a large distributor in France, and that added to UGI's power. It was reported in 2006 that UGI earned over $5 billion in revenues for the company's first time. They also acquired the gas utility operations of PG Energy. They continued to make moves and in 2010 acquired the propane distribution of Shell in Poland. UGI uses their energy and ideas to serve the future. John Walsh has since taken over as Chief Operating Officer and President. UGI have been striving to be the leader in their market and also acquired the gas utility operations of PPL. Lon Greenberg has been directing the company towards success for many years and recently retired. Walsh has been promoted to Chief Executive Officer earlier this year.
Weaknesses are characteristics that place the business or project at its disadvantage relative to others. Opportunities are the elements that the project could exploit to its advantage, and the threats are the elements and environment that could cause trouble for the business or the project. There are many strengths and characteristics in the UGI natural gas business that provides an advantage over the competitors in the utilities industry. To start off, UGI provides a key service that assures business stability. It is a very well-established company that has many locations in different counties of Pennsylvania. One of the major strengths dealing with this type of service is the revenue generator. This is a service that is necessary that everybody needs. The revenue is increasing and is a service that customers are willing to purchase no matter what the price is. UGI Natural Gas provides jobs and employment. More neighborhoods and homes are being built, so more service is needed. The more service that the business needs to provide to customers will allow them to hire more employees. Another example of strength is having government involvement when dealing with services such as heating. They are able to have government assistance with funds, and customers will be willing to use the company's service. When government clearance is involved, it creates more trust between the customers and the business. Also, when businesses are large and successful in the utility industry, they will have strong project management professionals. Having professional management in a business will create success by using tools to help them find above-average returns. Another major strength is the development of technology. In almost every industry, technology is advancing and saving money. Keeping up with technology will save money and time to produce a better service and maintain customers in Pennsylvania counties. Another major strength comes from the stock information below. As for weaknesses, on the other side, there are many characteristics in the UGI natural gas business that provide a disadvantage compared to other competitors in the utilities industry. To start off, the situation of obtaining out-of-date monitoring systems can cause a business to fail and lose customers. If UGI Natural Gas does not correctly monitor the amount of gas that a household uses and bills the customer the wrong amount, this can be a major problem. Another weakness that causes UGI to do poorly is having a poor use of management skills when it comes to budget estimating and planning. In order to be successful, management needs to internally analyze what is going on in their organization so they know what to change a plan accordingly due to other competition or changes in technology. Without studying, the internal environment will prevent the company to create value in their service. They will not know what if customers like their service, and analyzing the firm's internal organization requires evaluators to examine the entire firm's portfolio of resources and capabilities. Understanding how to leverage the firm's unique bundle of resources and capabilities is a major outcome decision making. Makers seek that when analyzing the internal organization. Also, though this industry is a necessity, they can lose customers due to high prices or change in the wrong amount. And for opportunities, in the condition of the general environment that helps the company achieve strategic competitiveness. To take advantage of an opportunity is to better the company. The change constitutes an organization change focused on combining product categories rather than its organization about a specific brand cost. UGI Natural Gas can identify many new opportunities for the business. There are many interesting improvements that they can take advantage of. For starters, they maintain great revenues. There are many ways to reach out to customers to become a bigger sector in the industry that they are in. They have chances to skip over old systems and come up with a technological advanced solution. Since they maintain such high revenue, they are able to purchase better technology and continue with competitive advantage. They also have the chance to work in the urban populations or cities. This will help create different areas to know who they are and what their company offers. Another great opportunity is the ability to adjust the prices. When they see the expenses are too high, they can always raise or lower prices somewhere else. And for the threat is a condition of the general environment that they may hinder a company's efforts to achieve strategic competitiveness. Threats can be external or internal and/or anything which can adversely affect your business. External threats dealing with UGI Natural Gas would be a sector that is increased by the public sector. For example, there are many disasters dealing with taxes, the government, and the economy, or natural disasters. There may be also inflation or new competitor in the market. Internal threats could include a skill or staff shortage within your organization. There may be more core competencies in the company that are leading to core rigidities due to changes from the external threats. The core competencies can be switching and not innovatively changing. The other constraints may be threatening in the ability to generate revenue or implement protections. As always, competition is always the largest threat. Customers are either order winners, order qualifiers, or order losers. The company wants to be an order winner. When being an order winner, companies will choose a specific company over their competitors. UGI Board of Directors oversees the corporate governance of the company for the purpose of creating long-term value to shareholders and safeguarding its commitments to the other stakeholders, namely our employees, our customers, our suppliers, and creditors in the community that we do business with. The purpose of business level strategies is to create significant differences between the business and their competitors. This way, customers will choose to buy from that company for the good things they offer. The main focus of business level strategies is the customers. It pertains to determining which customers to serve, which customers' needs to satisfy, and how to satisfy those needs. When deciding which customers to serve, businesses split customers into groups based on their needs, called market segmentation. Then they must choose which needs to serve and which products they can offer that have the best benefits and features.
Lastly, they must choose how to satisfy those needs by altering their products and services to best fit customers. UGI only targets customers in Pennsylvania and only in certain areas. This is because the company has not expanded enough to sell their product elsewhere. However, being in one centralized location gives them the opportunity to be more focused on their customers they do have and work hard to satisfy their needs. UGI focuses on great customer services and strives to do everything they can to fix any problems as quickly as possible. Depending on the services or goods a company provides, there are strategies to benefit the accomplishments of an organization. Companies need to figure out a way to stand out in their industry in order to accumulate a good portion of the market share. There are different strategies a company can choose to best highlight their talents. The purpose of the cost leadership strategy is to offer goods and services that are the same quality level as their competitors, but sold at lower prices. This makes customers more willing to buy their product because they can save money and still get the same quality. To keep costs low, businesses need bargaining power over suppliers or find ways to reduce production costs. UGI focuses on having lower costs than its competitors, as well as providing safe and clean energy for its customers. Since they are selling natural gas, which cannot be differentiated much from company to company, UGI uses a cost leadership strategy. They strive to work with customers in order to provide them with the lowest prices around. UGI works hard to please their customers and values their safety and opinion.
Three of UGI's primary competitors are Columbia Gas, Philadelphia Gas Works, and Peoples Natural Gas. Columbia Gas is a local gas company located in Canonsburg, Pennsylvania that serves more than 417,000 residential, industrial, and government customers throughout 450 communities in Pennsylvania. Their natural gas distribution main stretches about 7,350 miles, which covers about 26 counties. The company started back in 1885 and has had a long-term commitment to powering the American experience and living the American dream of the new century. Today, Columbia Gas has installed over 2,400 miles of state-of-the-art gas lines. This has led to hundreds of new jobs, impacting the economy in a positive way, and has replenished the community with steady, reliable, and unlimited flow of natural gas. Philadelphia Gas Works has been serving the city of Philadelphia with natural gas since 1836. The company is considered the largest municipally owned gas utility corporation in the country. PGW manages and maintains a system of over 6,000 miles of gas mains and service pipes that deliver 78 billion cubic feet of natural gas to over 500,000 customers a year. Since the new millennium, PGW has launched Pennsylvania's largest natural gas energy conservation program that will help about 100,000 people become more energy efficient so that we can have a more clean and friendly environment. Over the years, PGW has won several prestigious awards for having a company with lots of diversity. In 2010, they won the American Public Gas Association's prestigious Marketing and Sales Award for having a company that runs with perfection and efficiency. As you can see, this company is totally devoted to serving their city, so they can signify a rich, dynamic history and create a productive future. Peoples Natural Gas provides services to about 700,000 homes and businesses in western Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Kentucky that is dated back to 1885. They mainly service residential, commercial, and industrial communities that value safety, their communities, trust, and finally, customer commitment. Their vision is to help the region move forward by serving customers efficiently, creating more jobs, and supporting economic development in the region. The company also provides a 4-point vision that includes ensuring safety for their customers and employees, provide value services to customers, build long-term economic growth for the company's regions, and finally, improve the quality of life for the company's communities. In order for Peoples Natural Gas to keep up in the new millennium, the company is trying to reestablish themselves as a committed community partner and primary leader in the natural gas industry. Although every company I've talked about has seen positive success in the gas industry, not every company has fulfilled their goals in order to find their marketing goals and objectives and ultimately gain a competitive advantage over rival companies. Columbia Gas is a smaller gas company that is only based in Pennsylvania. Instead of expanding their customer base, this company has focused on satisfying one state so that they can fulfill their customers' needs to their best abilities. This allows Columbia Gas to build private relationships with customers so they can become very loyal to the company and eventually be a long-term customer. Philadelphia Gas Works has proven that they are the largest and most successful municipally owned gas utility company in the country. They take great pride and respect in serving the city of Philadelphia so that customers can visualize all goals and objectives the company is trying to achieve. This allows the company to earn a positive return because of their commitment of being loyal to their customers while still pursuing the best interests for the city of Philadelphia. Peoples Natural Gas has expanded to other states just like UGI. They have about 700,000 homes and businesses that stretch from Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Kentucky. By doing this, Peoples Natural Gas has become UGI's primary competitor since they both have seen great success in multiple states. This gives both companies more power over smaller businesses like Columbia Gas because they control a bigger portion of the market while sustaining a competitive advantage over the competition. In the near future, UGI and Peoples Natural Gas will plan to expand more throughout the U.S. and still sustain the sole spot of being the primary competitors in the gas industry.